I'm muted. Of course, I make that mistake to start the day. Ciao, ragazzi. My name is Anthony. Welcome back to Inter Worldwide. Welcome home. It has been a little bit, just a little bit, since we've done a live show straight after the game. I just want to change my microphone and see if I can get my better microphone sorted. That should be a little bit better. 100%. That should be a little bit better. Anyway, I'm here in good company today. Thank you so much to the 12 individuals who have already clicked this video. Welcome. Make sure you leave your comments for myself, but more importantly, for my lovely guest. Welcome back to the channel, Rino, and thankfully representing his channel, Culture with Rino Z. Welcome back, brother.
Thank you. It's always an honor to be back here. And what is a perfect time to talk about culture, especially after your lovely game. So there's going to be lots to talk about.
Lots to
Then
talk about, man. And
in
it's
Serie A in general.
absolutely, and it's all coming really quickly. If I'm not mistaken, I think we have another international break in November, don't we, mate?
Yeah.
When is that one?
Yeah.
Is that after one more weekend of Serie A, or did we all just play our last Serie A game before the international break?
No, I think there's one next week. I
There's
better
one
double
more,
check.
yeah. That's right,
I have
because
to
we've
double
got
check.
two hard games. We've got Arsenal and Napoli coming up, so it's not going to
Oh,
be fun
yeah.
for us. So today were the warning. Today were the warning signs, I think, for everybody involved at Inter, and we'll get into that just a second. So yeah, after Napoli, says my friend Sergio, who's come into the chat. Thank you, and thank you if you're one of the
After
15
Napoli?
people
Okay.
here. So it's going to be plenty of football coming as per usual. International break coming to disrupt everybody mentally and physically, as we know. And then we'll be back to it again. So as of today, let's just have a look at what's going on with the Inter game first, and then we'll move on to your boys. Now, I'm trying to share this slideshow. However, I think there was a message that went out from StreamYard today that they can't connect the slides function to streaming. Let me have a look. Yeah, it's literally on their front page. So, all right, let's have a little bit of a chat about the game. And what I'll do is I'll download that slideshow and I'll share it as an attachment instead, because it'll only take me about 2 seconds. I'm going to actually throw it over to my guest. Thanks for coming back on the channel. What did you think of Inter's game today, man? Did you watch over the entire 97 minutes? And obviously, we are going to go into the very, very
Crucial.
controversial decision. Even at the end of the game, like the last millisecond of the game.
Last second.
The final second of the game. Go on, my friend. You have the floor.
Well, I watched the full game, yes. And, both teams, like, it was good. It was a back-to-back kind of thing, Inter, they create chances, but not a chance to get in. Then I always think, because, when you shoot so much, it doesn't go in, that means the game, it's not going to end well. But even Venezia, I was surprised. Like, they did pretty good. Like, there was a few shots that impressed me in the first half, but even on there, and they couldn't. But they were attacking. Even after that first goal of Tauro, yes, you guys Mkhitaryan scored, but it was an offside. Then I didn't understand why at some point they were calling like a rigore, and then they said no, which I don't think that was a PK. But with the calls with the ref, I have no idea. Like,
yeah.
So, but
were you talking
besides
about
that,
were you talking about the incident where the Venezia player handled it as well, or are you talking about a different one?
Yeah, that one that's supposed to be given to you guys. But I find it weird that that's supposed to be given to you guys. Then they said it was no call, because I don't think that was a PK, if you ask me. But who knows? But then they say it was a no call. But besides that, after that goal, Venezia was striving until the end. Shocked every shot. They weren't stopping. Like, I was pretty shocked. Then after that controversy, I know I texted you. I know there's a rule about this, but Madonna, I just don't know. Like, for me, that rule is BS, if you ask me. Yeah, that one. Yeah. So a lot of people talked about this. So
we might as well jump right into it, considering it. Otherwise, it was just another boring, really, game of Serie A. Really, when you take away this massive incident from it, it's just yet another example.
Well, you said it yourself. Inter, just to close it up, they got lucky today, and this Inter, it's not like the Inter from last year. So
100%. But contextually to Serie A, what matters most, obviously, is the 3 points. I don't like seeing us throw away chances, especially at home
Yeah.
like this against bad sides. You need to realize that when you're coming up against teams like Arsenal and Napoli in the coming week, you need to build for confidence, and you can't be winning games 1-0, or you can't be grinding out bad draws, especially against sides like Venezia. So with the missed chances, you just always have to expect that this game can get pinched from you, can get snaked from you. At the end of the day, Inter had the chances to make this 3 or 4-0, even in the first half, and we didn't take them. We were not clinical.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time when you play your first team in games like this, they think that they're entitled to walk the game to victory. In an ideal world, we would have rotated these players for Arsenal today. But Simone Inzaghi doesn't like to rotate too often if his back is against the wall. Me personally, the way that he didn't rotate today, I would have loved if we won this game 3-4-0. I would have been sitting here saying the rotation decision was perfect. This is the sort of decision you needed to make with Monza in match day 3 or 4 before you drop those points. And because you were rotating for Champions League. This time, however, he chose to rotate borderline absolutely nobody, because Soma started, Bastoni, De Vrij, Pavard, Di Marco, Mkhitaryan, Zielinski, Barella, Dumfries, Thuram, Martinez. The full squad started this game
for
today.
a small team. Arsenal, it's not going to be easy. Then his changes at the end, I did not like. As usual, Inzaghi does weird changes, man.
No game in Serie A is easy, and like today, the Venezia goalkeeper, Filip Stankovic, son of Dejan Stankovic, he had an absolute blinder of a game. He's owned by us. You'd think he'd subconsciously try to take it easy, but he was trying to prove something out there today. It was absolutely madness.
He was amazing. He was really good.
Other than that, from the highlights that I've seen so far, you know, I like Orestano. I don't mind him as a forward. I think his movement's actually pretty good. And I don't mind their midfielder, Anderson, as well. I think he's very physical, and I think he had a good game as well again today. He's like in his mid-20s as well, if I'm not mistaken. So I might keep an eye on him in the future. Their player Anderson in midfield might be one to watch, and you never know what sort of club he might end up as. Comments for a second. Anthony, am I fluent in Italian? No way. I am nowhere near fluent. I can understand it when it's spoken to me slowly, and then I'll respond to you in English. So no, not good. Rocky says the girl ref is bad, no authority, and has bad judgment, inconsistent with her calls. Look, I can talk about this behind the scenes. I spoke about it with Rino today, but this is a topic I'm actually going to choose to not speak about on camera for a while, because I think there was a lot of criticisms that I could have made about today, and I'm not really ready to make them right now. Overall, let's talk about this incident before we move on to the broader picture of what the 3 points mean for us. Then we'll move into your game and the rest of Serie A. The reason why, and I'm not really speaking to Rino here, I'm speaking to the stream as a whole, because it's important to acknowledge this. The reason why it's a decision that should have been made quicker by the VAR, but is still correct, is that from an attacking perspective, if you score with the hand, it has to be undulated straight away. The flip side of this is that on a defensive end, you make the argument that, what could the player do? He was in his natural position, which is fair when they're looking at defending players. But on the offensive end, we can see that the arm's above the defender's shoulder, and we can see that it hits the hand. Yes, it's a shitty decision because it really nullifies it at the time, especially for Venezia. And yes, I get when the rival fans were very emotional watching it. It takes that joy away, but it's still the correct decision. I just really wish Inter weren't getting themselves into situations like this. We had so many chances to bury this game, and now we were left sitting here playing with our backs against the wall, allowing these crosses to come in. I've watched that goal about 70 times now. How have we not at least gotten that ball out? Matteo Darmian's marking is horrible. So is Bissex.
Yeah, he's been bad.
So
then
is
Bastoni out.
Bastoni get the yellow today, or did Pavard? The funny thing is, you'd think it would be Pavard to get dropped out. You'd think it would be Pavard to get dropped out because he got the yellow card, and Inzaghi subs out his yellow card getters. Fratesi got a yellow card as well, and he's only been in for how many minutes? See, I didn't get to watch the last 23. Yeah, the last 23, 24 minutes I didn't get to watch because I'd actually gotten to work, but I'll watch it back
I don't understand why you guys don't put Inzaghi doesn't put Fratesi at the beginning. Like, the kid has talent. You know what I mean?
Oh, he's definitely talented. Definitely talented.
He always puts Mkhitaryan.
See, I like Mkhitaryan, man. I'm a big fan of Mkhitaryan because he's just a part of an old school breed that still knows how to do his job very well. I could see his rating
A
wasn't
lot of
too
people
high
don't
today.
like him.
Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like him. He had a goal disallowed today because DiMarco's thigh was in front on the run. His finish was good though, but look, that's all right. It is what it is. Some good ratings for the Venezia players as well. They would feel hard done by. Although I did watch the goal back again. They didn't complain too much to the ref. I thought straight away, oh my God, the whole bench is going to run to the referee. It was still only a few players. So I don't know. I did feel a little bit bad, but not too bad because we needed the 3 points big time because you got the 3 points, Rino. And so did Milan, although I don't think anyone's really looking at Milan.
We deserve the 3 points. Come on.
Ooh,
it was a good game.
You did in this game. You did in this game.
Yeah,
We'll go to you in a second.
Honest.
This is the image. This is the image of at the end, the complaints, which I think were verified, obviously. And yeah, look, the ref wasn't good today. There wasn't good today for many reasons. And speaking objectively, it wasn't just her. The sideline and the touch judges were taking a long time to put their flag up, and they were taking a long time to make decisions. I even saw Inzaghi at one point go over to the fourth official who was holding up the board for the subs to tell him to hurry up. He looked over, he's like, "Can you just hurry up and go? We're trying to do something here. We're trying to play football." But you know, Inzaghi, he's absolutely pazzo. Even on his best day, he's absolutely crazy, man. And yeah, all in all, I don't think many Inter players will put their hand up and say they played fantastic today. Although I think Federico Di Marco is the one overall that's going to be get credited the most. I know he was on the ball a lot, was trying to make things work a lot, had the assist for Lautaro Martinez, and would have had another one if his thigh wasn't offside at all. From the ratings, I can see Pavard got our best rating as a defender. Zoma had a 7.3. I thought he would have scored higher because even he had to make some saves today. There was one in the first half for Zoma. Did you see when our goal got disallowed and then it went straight back to them at the other end? That was a really good save from our goalkeeper, man.
Yeah. But a lot of Interisti on my end, they were complaining. They weren't happy how they played. So we'll see what happens with Arsenal.
Yeah, I know. We need to be playing better against lower sides, man. But at the end of the day, all well throwing shade. You need to play better as well. Yeah, you got your points against Udinese. Congratulations. Got your 3 points.
Yeah, but we played good. And we deserve it.
Very good. Good? Did you play good or just good enough? Good enough.
No, well, the first half was beautiful. A nice goal from Turan. The second half, yes, there were some mistakes, but we still managed to control the game. It was way better than the Parma game, if you ask me. It's sad that Kuminus couldn't score, but I'm hoping to see him scoring. He just got back in injury, but we will deserve. I see the comments we did not deserve. Well, I think we did a better job than Milan. Come on, guys, let's be real. You guys did not deserve. We deserved. No offense to you, fellow Interisti out there, but yeah. So yeah, I can't complain as long Malta does that same formation for 3-2-1. Unfortunately, Vlahovic, I can't wait till he leaves because I had enough with that kid. And let's see, on Tuesday, it won't be an easy game. So that's going to be a tough one, but I hope for the better. That's all.
You play against Lille, don't you?
Lille, Lille, come cazzo si chiama,
they're doing pretty well in the French league. They've got a pretty good striker called Jonathan David.
Yeah. Someone say penalty not given and got this a lot to. Oh, come on, guys. How many things they give it to you guys? Please. Even today. Even if it was the opposite.
Keep giving it.
What's that? No, I'm just saying the reality because you guys complain about us, but you guys, if it was the opposite, what happened today, that goal was good. But it happened to you guys, it's all. And then Marotta screaming, hey! It is what it is.
The right decision. The right decision made
for
everybody.
Whatever.
Let's have a look here where we both sit at the moment. So you guys are playing. When's the actual game actually? Because in Australia,
Tuesday.
It's all backwards for us. For us, it's Wednesday, Thursday morning. So the opening games. Okay, yeah, you've got the Wednesday one, 7 a.m. This is good
for us. It's Tuesday.
Okay, cool. So that means we have the Wednesday game, correct?
I think so.
Yes, we have the Wednesday game, aka Thursday for me. Thursday, 7 a.m. Okay, so you guys will play the day before, and you guys play Lille, who I don't think have won their first couple of games in the Champions League. but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
they won
They,
with Atletico Madrid, bro. I think Real
oh,
Madrid
that's
too.
right. And they went to Madrid and scored 3 goals. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a tough. It's not gonna be easy, man.
No, they're just coming off the
Yeah.
back of drawing. They've just drawn with Lyon, one away to Lens
Okay.
away. Okay, so they're not too bad this season, that's for sure. Oh my God, they beat
Yeah.
Real Madrid in the Champions League. How did I forget that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this game's automatically looking different now, but this is the perfect game for you guys to get back on your high horse and actually, stick it to somebody that matters. It's match day 4. You need your 3 points because if you don't get them, you might be looking at a bit of a gap between the top 8. You'll still end up qualifying through this avenue, through the top 24, but you might
Yeah.
lose touch of where top 8 looks. But this time it's 8 games, not 6, so there's still plenty of time. Anyway, long story short, how are you feeling about your Champions League game? Talk to me about your team. Who would you like to see play? Who would you like to see start?
Well, I would like to see start with Miners, of course. My boy Conceição. The defense, Gatti, please, no Danilo, because you see a big difference without Danilo. It was a beauty. Uh,
Danilo
I don't know,
sucks,
but
bro.
I
Danilo
know.
is disgraceful.
I have nothing against him. Like I met him last year in Los Angeles. Like he did a lot for the club. Nice guy in person, but he's not good under Mota because it's a lot of pressure. A difference with Allegri, he was okay, but he's at his age. He's like Alexandro at some point. So I don't know. We'll wait and see. But the good choice that Mota did on yesterday that he put Gatti. So hopefully he still puts him. And I don't know about Vlahovic. Maybe just keep him because you don't want to change the thing that if he doesn't do good, just put him on the bench. This guy, he misses a lot. So
Well, my next question to you was a lot of the Juve fans have been on Vlahovic's back for the last month or so, and rightfully so, because, I can speak as one of the Inter fans who's very quick to criticize Lautaro Martinez. Our fan
yes,
base is very much split in fans who are willing to give him way too much time, in my opinion, and fans like me who think, well, no, if you're going to demand things like double-digit millions in the 10 millions, if you're going to say that you're the highest earner, that you're the best, you need to be consistent with that standard. You can't go patchy and you can't have games where you go missing and you walk off the pitch. I will say, however, Vlahovic is missing the target even more often than Lautaro Martinez is these days. And I know that some of the Juventini are very upset about that. How are you feeling?
well, the thing with Vlahovic, the beginning he was doing a little bit better than Martinez. Now, somehow Martinez, I know in the small games he's been scoring, but Vlahovic, I'm sorry, he's not the Juventus caliber. I know they're in talks in the new year, January maybe, to lower his salary, but I don't think it's going to happen. But they're in talks for another striker, maybe in the summer. Maybe we get somebody. We'll probably get a vice striker. Not too sure who. There's rumors of Maldini, Luca. So let's just wait and see. We'll see what happens.
Maldini's not a through and through striker. He's not going to replace the goal product that Vlahovic is going to produce.
No, no, a vice striker.
I know
But
what
I
you mean.
think,
Yeah.
yeah, I think more in the summer. But some rules will say maybe January, but I doubt it because he's still under
Yeah.
contract. So
Yeah.
we'll
Fair
wait and see.
enough.
Which I don't mind. I like Maldini. So we'll wait
Yeah.
and see what happens. I'm pretty sure Giuntoli is fishing. So
We will see. We will see what happens. I'm actually going to take a chance to look at our Champions League fixture here. So Inter and Arsenal. It's going to be a big one. I'm talking to an Arsenal
yeah,
fan as we speak, hoping to tee up a collaboration, but it's going to be hard. These time zones are going to kill me. It's not going to happen, guys. These people in the UK, they've only got a small bracket to work with, and they don't want to work with my time zones at the moment.
yeah.
So it's Thursday, 7:00 in the morning. Look, we couldn't have picked a worse time to face these waste men because they are coming off a shit result on the weekend in the Premier League, and I didn't want that. I watched them on the Premier League, and I'm watching them play shit, and I'm watching them play really shit. Not the women's team. Far out. 1 second.
Oh, this is the women's team. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm watching them play, and I think to myself, when are they going to pick it up? When are they going to start
Yeah.
moving? When are they going to start doing so? Wait, they can't be that far off. They can't be that far off. It wasn't the women's team. Have they slipped to 5th in England? Holy shit, Reno. I didn't realize. I thought they were still like
Fifth.
2nd or 3rd. They're 5th.
Wow. Chelsea's in front of them. Minkia. I haven't watched Premier League for a bit. Just this morning, a little bit. the Chelsea, but I was like, let me wait for the Inter game. So I
I
watch here and
haven't.
there.
I watch a fair bit, but I don't look at the table at all. Like I never look at the table, especially the
No,
last couple of
same.
years. But my goodness, I didn't realize how badly they've
Fifth.
fallen off in the last few weeks. All right, well, they're gonna really need points to keep their fans happy. However, they couldn't have picked a worse time to face us then if they're like this, because we are gonna humble them compared to some of the teams that they haven't been able to beat. They're coming to the
Oh
San
yeah.
Siro, and I expect us to smell blood here. So I'm gonna say that Inter doesn't lose the game in the Champions League. I even say we might be able to surprise a few people and pull off a 2-1 win or a 3-2 win or something like that. Matt says they're 7 points off. This is the perfect time to play them. Defensively conceding heaps over the last 5 games. Is one of their bigger centre backs like Saliba or Gabriel injured or something, Matty? Do you know anything about that?
No,
Hmm.
I don't know.
I
Is
just want to see
Calafiori
about this.
playing? Oh, we gotta
Calafiori, I think
see.
he's injured as well, but I think he's playing. William
Mm,
Saliba, I'm not too sure if he's injured or not. But
I see.
we'll see. They've got good centre backs. They've got Calafiori, they've got Gabriel, they've got Saliba. But at the end of the day, it does look like a good time. No injuries to the back line, just going through a bad period. There you go.
Mm,
We'll see what happens, Rino.
we'll see.
Champions League,
We'll see.
under the
You
lights, the
never.
big games. This is what football's all about. How do you think you guys are going to go in France? What would your prediction be for your game against Lille?
I don't know, man. I'm hoping for a win, maybe a 1-0, but technically speaking, at the same time, I- maybe a tie. I don't want to lose, to be honest, because we already lost with that Stuttgart's team, whatever
Stuttgart.
that team is called.
Stuttgart.
So yeah, no Stuttgart,
This guy.
Stuttgart. So
Oh
we'll
my
see.
god.
I'm just being hopeful that we do a good job. So
What about
yeah.
Gasperini putting Retegui as a Il Fosso Nuevo and beating Conte's Napoli? You know what? Gasperini really doesn't get the credit in Europe that he deserves, because he goes to Europe and he picks off these managers one by one and he beats them
Yeah,
all. Gasperini's
he
resume,
does.
he's beaten them all, mate. He's beaten everybody.
I want to see Gasperini at the national team in the future. He'll be good.
That would be fantastic. That would
Yeah.
be very good for us.
But this Napoli, I was surprised they lost 3-0.
Yeah.
So we'll see with you guys. You guys always beat Napoli in the past. So if I were you, I wouldn't be too worried. But you never know,
No,
right?
I'm worried, man.
You're worried?
He's a vindictive human being. Like when he's
He
going back
is.
to a former club, he'll be closing the
Uh,
door to his team, slapping them and going, "This is personal even to me. Like don't cross me." Yeah. But
yeah. We'll
we
see.
with your fans and Conte, sometimes it was hit and miss. You didn't know if you were going to clap for him or not. It looks like you guys buried the hatchet with him this time around. But with our fans, we've got nothing to say against him anymore. He came to the club, he won the title, he left. We
I
know
got
that.
nothing against him. I know a lot of Juventino don't like him, but he's still Juventino for me. And
Oh, of course.
would I want him back? No. I was
Mm.
more happy to have Thiago Motta. Of course, if Thiago Motta wasn't the option, if he's welcome to come, sure. I don't like returns, but I'm happy with Motta at this moment, and hopefully he proves me wrong and does better. So I don't have to hear the Allegriani still calling his name.
Nah,
They
to be
want
honest,
Allegri
man, I
back.
think you, if I'm allowed to say for a second, man, I think you guys probably would have been better going back to him this season. It would have gotten you the success you wanted straight away. Just depends how patient you guys are willing to be in Turin. The
I don't
people in
know,
Turin are
man.
not going to be. They're not going to be as patient as the people in Naples who waited for Giuntoli 7 years to deliver them a Scudetto. He's going to have to deliver one with Motta way sooner.
I don't know, but was this team Condor done good? Because we see with Napoli, he kind of plays like Allegri style. You know what I mean? So, and this was a project they wanted to do because I'm pretty sure Juventus is sick and tired always calling back the old management, old coaches and whatsoever. So, I give this guy credit, and we'll see. If it's not this year, hopefully by next year we win a Scudetto. As long as we give him time, because you don't want to fire him after that. And I don't think Juventus has that idea to do that. So we'll see. I think they will be patient because you don't want to do the same thing like they did to Sarri and Pirlo, then call back Chugina there, Allegri. That
You
was a
don't have the
big
time.
mistake.
You don't have the time
Yeah.
left to make those mistakes. It's been too long. You need to get a move on as soon as possible. With
Yeah.
I wanted to say one thing on Fiorentina. I think a very, very good job done so far this season. And to go away and get those 3 points against Torino as well.
Yeah, Keane scoring again. That's
It looks like
impressive.
he's found his feet. He's in a club where it's not too heavy for him, you know.
Yeah,
He
that's
doesn't
why.
feel
Yeah,
as much pressure.
yeah.
But it's good to see him playing. I don't think he'll be good enough to make the national team squad again, though.
A lot of people want him. We'll see. Depends by Mr. Spaghetti, so he can find out to make some good spaghetti. You know what I mean? So hopefully he does,
Who do
because
we
we need
play?
the World Cup. So in Canada, I can go watch Italy in the World Cup. You know what I mean? So
Depends on who we play. Because I don't know if he can't just keep taking a. Can he keep taking? Yeah, he can. He can recall a different squad every single time to go to the national team. We go away to
yeah,
Belgium on the 15th and home to France on the 18th. Just don't
nice.
lose both of those games and you end up finishing first in the group. So
Yeah,
take a defensive squad, man. Take a squad that can pretty much hold down the results and get it done, because that's all that really matters for Italy at this point. If we can
yeah.
somehow fluke our way to this bullshit trophy, then we'd end up qualifying for the World Cup for the
For the
first
World
time
Cup,
in two
so I can
editions.
watch it in Canada. You know what I mean? It's gonna be in Canada, 2026.
Well, there you
So
go. Imagine
yeah.
going to it without no Italy there. Wouldn't that break you?
Oh, they will break me, and I love Italians here.
Exactly. It's been a
We don't
disaster for
need
too
a
long, man.
yeah for the second time. No, the third time. No, thank you. We got to get in.
For sure.
So yeah.
Let's go to the fixtures upcoming this week, and then I'll go to the comments, and then beautiful. Parma Genoa this week. I think Parma's going to get a result. I think Gilardino's going to be on the chopping block pretty soon. Empoli and Como is going to be one of the slowest fixtures you see in the calendar year. Lazio, they've been impressive a bit. They've been impressing a lot lately,
Yeah,
Rino.
their coach is pretty good. So
These are still for this
I'm
match day,
surprised.
by the way. Should I make sure to say match day 11? There's still 3 fixtures left. The
Okay.
next match day, though, that's coming up on the weekend. Oh shit, you've got
Yeah.
your fucking derby.
Oh, we got to win that in home, or else it's gonna be a trouble.
This one's
Madonna.
gonna be fun. I might watch this Sunday,
Of
6:45
course.
in the morning.
Oh
I smell
boy.
blood here.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll see
When was
what
the last
happens.
time? When was the last time they went to your stadium and won? Though it's been
It's been a
generations,
long
hasn't it?
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we always win. We'll see this year, because our luck in home has been bad. So we'll see. Because outside
Yeah.
home we've been doing good. So we need a win there. From now on, we need to win, because no more bullshit, in my opinion.
They got some good players who started their season very well, but have fallen off a little bit. Like Sal Coco, I thought he was a decent defender. He's made a couple of mistakes recently, though. He's showing his character, but he always seems eager to get on the ball, eager to do something. So I think it shows that level of enthusiasm that's admirable, because if I'm not mistaken, he's not too old or anything like that. But he's a decent player. Who else has been playing well? Valentino Lazzaro, who's a former Inter player, as represents them on a pretty solid level. He's one of the key wide men for them. And I think that wherever Duvan Zapata finds fitness, he finds goals. So, Ricky has had a good season so
Richie,
far. Richie, sorry.
even with the
I don't.
national team,
Yeah, he has gone to the national team. I think the
he
hype
did
might
good.
be. I think the hype might be a little bit too soon. Like, just let the kid grow and play his game and enjoy his football before any sharks come circling. It's not like anybody can really afford what Torino would, because Cairo for Torino, when someone wants his players, what was it? One year he put a 80 million, 90 million price tag on Belotti. Remember that?
Yeah,
Yeah, there you go. So
yeah.
we'll see what happens there. And Sanabria, I'm a fan of Sanabria. So hopefully we see a good result for Torino. I might go 1-1, and that'll really make you guys upset. What do you think's
Nah,
going to
no.
happen?
For me, I go for 2-0. We have to. Like I said,
2-0, clean sheet.
yeah, no more bullshit. We gotta win. No more ties, and we gotta win. Because enough, it's
Yeah,
enough. We had some
fair
fun
enough.
with your game against you guys, but now it's about time to get ourselves going.
Get it together,
You
bro.
know.
Get it together.
Well,
We obviously,
our luck.
yeah, go on.
Sorry, our bad luck is the injuries, man. And whoever comes in Torino, they end up at J Medical. Same with
Exactly, but
Kumbaya.
my point is that your medical staff are shit as well. They're
No, I
actually
believe
not.
you. I
Yeah,
believe you.
they're all a
It
bunch of
doesn't
college
explain.
graduates, man. They're not good.
It can be possible. Coop Miners never got injured, barely got injured last year. The guy comes and he has the coastal spaccato. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know
So
what you
the
mean.
ribs.
Yeah,
So we need him. Like he almost scored on Saturday, so let's hope he scores. I like Coop
yeah.
Miners. So Juventina already criticized it. I said, guys, stop complaining and let the
Yeah.
guy go. He once he gets his game, bada bing, bada boom. That's it.
Big
So
one for us, huge one for us. Let's finish
yeah.
off talking about this one, and then I'll go to the comments after this. Inter host Napoli in a top of the table clash. We are currently -1 after our win on this particular match day, and this could very well be the game that shifts the tide momentarily, because you cannot shift the tide on match day 12. Okay, this is not a title defining game, but mentally it can shift the tide a little bit. And that's really
Yeah.
important. I would like to mentally get a leg above them, because we're going to need it, because we're going to have to play more games. Napoli doesn't have to play an Arsenal or an equivalent to an Arsenal 3 days before our game. They are going to have approximately 72 hours more rest. And at top level in physiology, that counts for a lot. So I know that the win probability might be geared towards Inter in the bullshit Google market and every other market in the world, but this is going to be ugly, man. This is going to be grindy and this is going to be gritty. Before I talk about it, Rino, what do you think about this game?
I don't know. Like in the fallen years, I see you guys always beating them. Like I understand you guys haven't been at best. Then you got the Champions League. Today, Atalanta just beat Napoli, so I don't know. Like I said today in my video, for me, Inter's gonna win because, like I said, they always win. I know where you're coming from. It's not gonna be easy. You're not too confident, but anything can happen, right? And we'll see what Conte has got in that we'll see what Inzaghi, because if Inzaghi start doing these mistakes, uh, it's not going to be pretty. So we'll see what happens.
I'm gonna
It's
go
going to
with
be a very
Inter come out the gates blazing against the Conte side, who's very happy to sit back for most moments of the match. I know that Conte sort of has his moments where he might get his side to go for it hell and leather for the first 10 to 20 minutes and then sit back and wait for the other side to make a mistake. However, I don't think that game's going to go like this. I think Inter's going to come out guns blazing. I think if Inter can grab an early goal, if Inter can grab the first goal, we're
Mhm.
70% of the way there towards the win, because I would invite this Conte team to attack us and leave themselves exposed in certain gaps in midfield. I'm wary of a lot of their players. I'm wary of a vengeful Lukaku, of a very skillful Kvaratskhelia, of a
Yeah.
very tenacious Scott McChickenburger, McSauce, McTominay, man. Like, bro, I used to watch this guy at Manchester United score all the time. And to see him doing this at Napoli, man, this was not on my bingo card this year. I did not see this happening. I can't believe it, but he's there. I'm a big fan of Sombon Gisa, as everybody knows who watches this channel. And hey, man, it looks like under Antonio Conte, Di Lorenzo has some purpose again, has some grinta. I mean, I know when he
Yeah.
plays
Grinta juice.
for the national team, he falls a little bit short, but when he's playing under Conte, he looks gassed up. He looks ready to go, like he's ready to win something else in his career again. So I'm worried.
Mhm.
Something has been shouting 0-0 to me all year, and it hasn't happened. And I don't know when it was going to happen. I predicted 0-0, you guys versus us. How wrong was that?
Then,
8 goals. I'm going to
yeah,
predict
I
it
didn't
again here.
expect that.
I'm going to predict it
Zero.
again here only because I think if this game gets to 0-0, like minute 65, 70, both teams start to back away a little bit. Both coaches, a Conte and an Inzaghi, are very happy to shake hands with 1 point here in this game, I think. So I might
Yeah.
go 0-0 in this one. But yeah, anyone else in the chat want to drop their predictions or leave a comment behind later? You just let me know. Would I be happy with a point? Look, if you're going to offer it to me right now, I say no, because we're the champions and we're at home. You offer me a point
Yeah.
traveling to Naples? Yeah, why not? I'll take it. Offer me the point before the game, I'll take it. I can't take a point before the game. So we'll see what happens right there and then. Rino,
We'll see.
anything
Yes,
else you
sir.
want to talk about, man?
No, not really. Pretty much we covered everything then. There's always ways, other way to talk, but Thanks again. Then you people at the chat, if you want to follow me, like and subscribe to my channel. I know it's all interesting, but I do talk well about you guys sometimes. So I only need two subscribers to reach 500. So if you guys can
Is
do
that
me this
it?
favor, yeah,
Only
2.
2. Oh, we'll get that.
Yeah.
We'll get that in this stream. We'll get that in this stream, man. Big up all my channel members.
If
Thanks,
you guys
Matt
do
Pickham,
this, you
Z,
give me a
Mike.
nice birthday wish for next week. So then I'll be nice to you guys. But
my
either
brother
that, it's always a
Sergio.
pleasure.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
go on, Rino. Go on, go on.
but it's always a pleasure to be here with you and have some fun and talk about culture and our rivalries.
You're welcome, man.
So-
It's very easy to subscribe to Rino's channel. The link, you can just click the channel name in the description. You don't even have to do that in the description. You can actually do it in the title of the video because it's highlighted as well. My boy Sergio, who is quite good on these, gives us a 3-1 win to Napoli, but a 2-2 draw to Arsenal. Hey, I'll take that. If you offer me 4 points, 1 in the Champions League and 3 in Serie A, I'll definitely take that. So, yeah. Zia is actually one of my channel members, and he's a Bayern Munich fan, and I think he misses Yildiz a lot by the looks of it.
Okay.
Yeah. How much did you guys?
Yeah,
how much did you guys pay? How much did you guys pay for Yildiz?
Can't remember. Not that much, but you know.
Zia,
can't
do you remember how much
exactly.
you sold him for? There you go. You've got your subscribers, bro. Congrats on 500. I'm glad you got to get it on this stream. How nice is
Let
that?
me see.
Yeah. I've been
No way.
helping you with from day one, and it's nice.
Well,
for you to get this 500. Yeah, that's awesome.
bro,
Really
I
excited.
help you too. Let me see this.
Cheers to you, Rino.
Well, thank you. I guess I need a glass of wine.
Nah, good on you,
One
bro.
second. Let me see. Holy, thank you. 502 guys. Minchia. Grazie tanto.
Told you, it's a
Dammi un
good
bicchieruccio di
community.
vino.
It's a good.
Thank you,
It's
guys.
it's a good community here.
Hey,
Congrats on
well, you came to
500.
mine. There's a guy from your channel, the guy from Ontario. He always texts you, "What are you gonna do live?" Like he's an interista. He plays, I think, guitar. He likes jazz, like I do. Because if you remember, I put a short of me playing the saxophone.
Yeah, I liked
we
it.
got connected. But him as an interista texts Rino, "When are you doing a live?" "I will text you when I do it. Don't worry." So it's nice. Thank you so much, guys. Minchia.
Nah, you're welcome.
Wow.
Bro. You're welcome.
I need a glass of wine.
There you
right
go.
now.
Sally got rid of him. That's a big loss for you guys at Bayern, and you could use the talent like him, clear out some of the ego rats that you've got there, but you'll piss your way to the league. Anyway, I'll keep a lookout for your content, Zia, and for any time that you're on the Bayern View, which is another good channel. Thank you very much, Rino, for coming by.
Well,
to
thank
the
you,
channel
guys.
members. Thank you, everybody, as well in the chat.
Thank you all.
And we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Grazie.